Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a first impressions video trying out new makeup that I purchased during the Sephora VIB holiday sale. I am going to be giving this Anastasia Rose Metal palette a try for the first time. It is a beautiful palette. I swatched it today just to get an idea of what kind of look I could do with this palette. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous palette and I love the formulas. I'm going to be giving this Huda Beauty Glowish Blur Jam another try. I'm also going to be trying out the only foundation that I purchased during the sale, which is the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation Broad Spectrum 25. I also have this Onesize concealer. I have it in a new color. I have a lot of other makeup that I'm going to be using to complete my face. Hopefully this is something that you guys are interested in seeing and you will stay tuned for the video. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you would do so. If you do subscribe, please make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And oh, I'm gonna be trying out this Too Faced Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. It's different than the pomade and a pencil, so I'm gonna be trying that. So that is gonna be what we use first. We're gonna do our brows first. It says, take your place amongst the brow icons with this microfine bevel tip brow detailer that delivers smooth, creamy color with precise strokes, making it possible to mimic a professional microblading effect. Defines arches, fill sparse areas, shape brows for a natural dramatic look while conditioning them with our vitamin E infused formula that's waterproof, smudge proof, and super long wearing. I did love the other pencil, but I just didn't like the size of it. I thought it was too big, so when I saw this one I was like, oh, let me give it a try. I'm gonna put a little bit of the brow wig on, and what's so crazy is I always had a sparse area right here where I'm putting this brow wig. I don't know if it has something in it that helps the hairs grow in, but for years I've had like an area that was missing here, and it's like since I started using it the hair's growing in. Now I don't know if, like I said, if there's something in this product to help the hair grow. I don't remember reading that it was, but it's definitely doing something. Well, it doesn't really say that it has anything in there to make them grow, but it's definitely filling in the spot. It was like right here for years. Okay, so I have this in the color Expresso, and I'm just gonna fill in my brows. It's definitely smaller than the other pencil. It's a lot smaller. And this one is pomade and a pencil. Brow shaper filler. And this one is a super fine brow detailer. That's the difference in the size, and the points are pretty different in size. I love this original formula. So let's see. It's the same shape, just a smaller, finer point. It's so funny because when I first started my YouTube channel and I purchased these lights, I did not realize how hot these lights were gonna be. And I think some of them are LED and some of them are not. So I'm hoping I find some lights on sale during Black Friday. Something that is not as hot, because every time I film, like I wanna wear a tank top because it's so hot in my studio. I do like the way this point is shaping out these brows. I really do like that. I know we are just getting past the Sephora VIB sale, but Black Friday is gonna be here before you know it. Do you guys have any Black Friday wish lists? It's so many things that I saw already for Black Friday, but I'm not gonna get everything, but I will invest in some new lights. That I will do, because if I'm gonna be sitting in front of this camera, like I don't even have the heat on in my house and I am sweating already. I'm excited to be trying out a lot of these products. And it's so funny because in all the years that I've been wearing Clinique, like I've been using their skincare, I've never purchased one of their foundations. But I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about this foundation, so I said let me try it and see. I use this Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Cream Brightening and Firming. I used it before I got on camera, only because since I've been doing a lot of eye makeup, my eyes, they're like irritated. I think it's from all of the like sparkly shades and just like taking makeup off and putting it back on. That's why sometimes like I want to film, but my eyes be like, girl, you ain't putting no eyeshadow on, are you? So then I have to take a couple of days off. So I try to film as many videos as I can in one day, because I know once I take the makeup off, sometimes I have irritation. So if you guys have any good things that you have on your list for Black Friday, let me know. Okay, so usually I use this Juvia's Place Eye Primer. Today I'm going to try this P. Louise base in the color Ruma 3. I'm going to see if this makes the colors show up better, because sometimes when I put my shadows on, I be saying it's not pigmented enough. So this is supposed to be really good when it comes to making the colors show up. This color is very similar to the Juvia's Place number 2 base. First, let me show you the colors. The colors are gorgeous. This color is Rose Quartz. Then you have the color Royal, Haze, Rose Fire, Sun Rose, Nova, Heavenly, Element, Ashes, Dune, Nocturne, Noble. They all look beautiful and they all swatch very, very nicely. I will definitely insert a picture of swatches. I don't want to take a super long time in the video. Dedicating it to like going through all the swatches, telling you the names and the formulas and all of that. If you guys want a dedicated review video, let me know and then I'll make one. I'm going to take this color right here, Sun Rose, and put that in the crease. This palette retails for $54. And of course I got it during sale, so I got the 20% off. An all-in-one palette for instant, effortless looks from on the go to ultra glam. Okay, it has shimmers and mattes in it. It's fragrance-free, oil-free, alcohol-free, cruelty-free. It's free of parabens, phthalates, sulfates, SLS, and SLES. It says featuring rich mattes and high reflective shimmers. Rose Metals palette delivers 12 all new shades dosed with an ultra glam nostalgia and iconolast confidence. Okay, and then it tells you what each one is. So this one that we're using, Sun Rose, is a matte peachy brown with sparkling effects. So we're gonna put that one, which is Sun Rose, in the crease. It's very, very light. It definitely has to be built up because it is very, very light. Okay, so now I see it. I'm just going in a circular motion here to blend it out and taking it in the crease. It's definitely a nice color. Very subtle. You don't really see the shimmer. Okay, that was a Morphe M513 brush. I'm going to go into this color Noble in the same area, just a little bit lower. Again, like I said, these mattes are very powdery, but they appear to be pigmented, so that's what we want because it's giving a little dimension now. You're getting some depth to that first color that we put there. It's showing up darker than I thought it would. That's a nice chocolate brown color. I'm going to go back into Sun Rose and just go back over the crease. I see like a little bit of shimmer. Nice. Let's deepen this a little bit because I want these colors to show up on camera. So I'm just going to go in and make it a little bit deeper. Should we do a halo eye? Let's see. Put this in the corner. I really like this color, this Noble. It's very nice. It's not too dark, it's just dark enough. So I think I'm gonna go into this color Ashes and put it here. This is a Sigma E55 brush. I'm gonna go back into this color up here. Okay, I'm gonna go into this green color right here, Haze. I'm gonna use my finger. Okay, this is a Sigma E45 taper brush. The formula is very buttery on the shimmers and on the mattes. Very, very buttery. The color's pretty. I feel like it's not showing up, like it's not doing enough. Alright, I'm gonna go into this color Heavens. This color right here. I don't even know if you guys can see that. It looks like I have nothing on my eye. Like I feel like I need a dark brown. I'm going to go off camera and do the other eye. I don't even know if this is going to get any deeper. Okay, so in order to make this darker where it really showed up, I had to go into this red color, put it on top, and then go back into the brown to give it a bit more depth. It was definitely not showing up. I'm trying to figure out how I was going to get this color to show up because it just wasn't deep enough. But if you mix both of them together, then you can get because I was about to say this palette is a wash for me because anytime I can't like show some depth and you can't really see the colors, it doesn't really make any sense. I've definitely had to layer colors on a few times. It's not showing up like I would want it to show up on my eyes. I didn't get a lot of fallout under my eyes until I used that last shimmer, the one called Heavenly, which was this one. I gotta put my eye cream on again. I'm going to find some lashes and put a liner on, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna use this Glowish Blur Jam silicone free smoothing primer. This is a really nice primer. It has a very cooling feel, but it's light. It's definitely a gel going on. It definitely smooths the pores, and it feels wonderful going on the skin. I mean, like, it blends in very, very effortlessly. So I'm gonna let it sit in for about 5 minutes before I put my foundation on. But I really did like this one. I tried it. It's definitely the kind of primer that you want to be like, I'm giving all my other primers away. This is really, really good. It's worked very well under the few foundations that I've tried it under. These eyelashes are really becoming some of my favorite eyelashes. These are the Cherry Blossom number 940. They were like 99cents, but I love them. I can't stop reaching for them. They're really, really good. Okay, so this is the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 25. This foundation retails for $43. It's one of the only foundations that I purchased during the sale. Only because I really wasn't going to get any foundations. It wasn't any that I wanted to try. But this one, I was like, oh, let me try it, because I've worn their skincare for years. And I wanted to try it. Yeah, $43. It comes in, looks like 42 shades. I have it in a color WN122 Clove. So warm, natural 122. I'm assuming that's what it stands for. It's a full coverage foundation. It has a matte finish. It has hyaluronic acid in it to visibly plump the skin, salicylic acid, which visibly retextures and restores the radiance of skin, and vitamin C, and something called UP302 to deliver beautifully even coverage and improve the look of bare skin. This UP302 that they have is supposed to get rid of your dark spots over time. Clinique's exclusive dark spot fighting molecule. The formula visibly minimizes future discoloration with SPF 25. Is clinically demonstrated to leave bare skin visibly smoother, more hydrated, and more even than before. Warm, neutral undertones. So Clove has deep, warm, neutral undertones. Okay, so I'm excited to use this foundation, and I hope this is my color. Okay, it's supposed to be a pump. Oh, how do I get this top off? Now, I tried this on in the store, and it looked like the color was my color. But this looks a little light, but it did look like it oxidized just a little bit. So we're gonna use this A24 brush by Makeup by Ariel. Oh, it looks really light. The lighting in the store is so different. It definitely smells like a lot of their skincare products, which I love. The smell is a nice, clean smell. I probably need a darker color of this. I'm gonna see, because I definitely thought that it was my color in the store. Like, it blended right in, and it's definitely full coverage because it's covering up what's going on under my chin. I love this smell. The smell, it smells so good. I don't even know how to describe it. What do you guys think about the color? I'm gonna use this brush, this Sigma large concealer brush. It's like I need a little bit more on my forehead, but not really. I guess it'll be all right. I think this color looks kind of perfect. I think the finish is beautiful on the skin. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this Onesize concealer. This is the Turn Up the Base Buttersilk concealer. This is in the color Dark 4. This is such a nice consistency. I love it. Now, this color is a little red, but I still like this color. And then I have another color, medium dark 1 golden, medium tan golden undertones. So we're gonna try this. This is very light, but it should give us a little brightness that we're looking for. I should have waited. This is a Morphe M173. Here's my brush that I really like, Morphe E8, to blend out my concealer. I always like to do my top lip because it gets dark around my mouth. It just helps brighten it up. That's all I can say. I definitely like it brighter when I'm putting like lipstick or something on. You can feel this concealer drying down. So it doesn't dry down quick, but you can feel it because it's been on my face for a minute. But I wanted it to kind of dry down a little bit to get that brightness. If you let it dry down too much, it gets sticky. I feel it. It's definitely drying. I'm gonna go under my eyes with this Pat McGrath powder. This is the Pat McGrath Medium Skin Fetish Sublime Protection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Now this foundation is a little light, but it's okay because we're gonna fix it with some bronzer. See, sometimes the light in the store, you think it's your color and it's not. I'm gonna use this translucent powder to set the lighter areas in my face and then use the darker one on the rest of my face. I use a lot of powder because I have oily skin. I think this might be the Rihanna sponge. I'm not sure. Can't remember, but I think it is. Now, I don't know what is going on with his powder. Every time I use it wet, it kind of clumps up. Maybe you ain't supposed to use it wet. Maybe you're supposed to use it dry. But do you see how it's like boiling up on my face? I've been trying to give his powders a try, period. I don't know what's happening. I never have that issue when I'm using a, you know, damp sponge. But it looks like it goes on better if it's dry. I don't know, I've never seen that before. Maybe you can't bake with this one. A lot of times you just can't like every product from every brand, because there's no reason why his powder, when you use it with a damp sponge, you know how if you baking something and you put like water and flour, how it like starts to, I don't know if it's that, like it bunches together. I don't know if it's coagulate, but yeah, it's doing something and it shouldn't be, because most powders that I have, they don't do that. So I'm gonna use this brush, but maybe I'm doing it wrong. I mean, I do it the same way with any other powder, but maybe this powder works differently. A superfine 14-hour long wear blurring setting powder made for a light bake to a heavy cake. Oh, dust with a powder brush and bake with a puff for a soft matte finish. It's not meant to be used with a wet sponge. It basically says that. I do have some puffs. Now we know that it was me using the powder incorrectly. I do like his powder though. Like, I like it. I like the way it makes the skin look. Okay, so we're gonna take this powder right here. This is the deep golden 2, and put this on our face to bring some color back before we spray. I don't know, it's still something about something under my eyes, and it gotta be the concealer. I'm gonna use this Porefessional Supersetter setting spray. It's a very fine mist. I really like this Porefessional the Supersetter long lasting makeup spray. I really do like it. It feels nice going on. I'm definitely trying to get used to his powders. Okay, so now every time that I have used his powders, do you see how you could see where the powder came off? I really wanted to like these powders. Like, I use plenty of powders where I set my face, I put another powder on top of it, I spray it, and my makeup does not come off. But I'm looking at my cheek area and the makeup has come off on both sides. Do you see that? That's why you try makeup out, to see how it works. And then sometimes you have to give it, you know, a couple of chances, because you like, okay, maybe it was that foundation, or maybe it was that setting spray. But no, it's the powder. These powders are just not, they don't work good for my skin. When I use the darker one, you know, I used it on the perimeter of my face, so it's different, but everything, like, it came off in the cheek area. That's not normal when you spray it. And look how under my eyes look. I don't know what's going on. My eyes never look like this with concealer. I thought I liked his concealer. I thought it worked well, but I don't never have this problem. Let me not say never. All I know is that I thought I liked his concealer, but do you see all of this creasing under my eyes and all of this like crepiness? I used his concealer the last time, and I used his powder the last time, and it made me look so old under the eyes. And I'm just looking at my cheeks and the foundation is off my cheeks. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't understand this. That's why I kept coming back to this, because I'm like, okay, let me see if it's me or if it's something that I'm doing. I never have that problem with Huda Beauty. I never have that problem with the Uma Beauty powder. But it looks like my cheeks, they look dark. Like, the makeup is off. But I can tell you this, my eyes look very crepey under my eyes. And I thought it was maybe something that I did the other day with the foundation and the primer that I used. But now I see it was definitely the concealer and the powder, which were all by one size. Okay, so I have this pretty pink puff. I'm going to use this under my eyes with the puff, like he says, to bake. Okay, so let me go into the palette and finish my under eyes. I'm gonna go under the bottom of my lower lash line with this color Noble. please let me know in the comment section. Have any of you guys had any issues with his powders? Like, is it me? Am I doing something wrong with them? Because I'm confused. Okay, I'm gonna go into that color Sun Rose and just blend it out, kind of smoke it out a little bit. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Deep Bronze Shimmer, if I put it in my waterline. Let's see. I like that. See, I don't like to use a black liner in my waterline, but this looks nice because it just gives it a nice smoky look. This is Haus Labs. This is one of their eyeliners. The Optic Intensity Echo Eyeliner Deep Bronze Shimmer. I like that. It looks pretty. Because it gives it a nice smoky look, but it's not black. I love this. Very nice. Where's my wonderful mascara that I'm in love with? This one right here. I love this. Bang Girl Bang by Benefit. Love it, love it, love it. This mascara is wonderful for those of us that have no lashes. Do you see the difference? Love, love, love that. Like I had explained to you guys before, this brush, the way these bristles are made, whatever area you're working in, it's still, the brush is still touching those other areas, bringing it out. I am loving that. That mascara just really, really does something. Look that I don't like though. I hate that dark look under my eyes. I might have to go in with that white pencil because I really don't like my eyes to look like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. It reminds me of like a Raggedy Ann doll back in the days. Am I telling my age? I said Raggedy Ann. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of, a Raggedy Ann doll. I'm gonna go in the waterline with this pencil right here because I don't like that darkness. Maybe I should use one of the shimmers from the palette. No. I like that better. Yeah, it just looks a little bit better to me. Just a little bit. I definitely don't like the way, it made my under eyes. They look old. Like, this happened the other day. That's why I didn't film the makeup portion of the video when I did the Nessa Myricks palette. This concealer and powder did the same thing under my eyes. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So now I know that it was not just me being critical. It was this actual concealer. It did the same thing under my eyes. My eyes did not have this crepey, dry look under it before I started. And I know that this is a matte foundation, but it has nothing to do with what that concealer did under my eyes. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna continue with the look because this is our first impression of makeup, so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna use this Glowish powder. I haven't touched this powder since I first started my channel. I started around the time this Glowish bronzer came out, and I remember really liking this bronzer, but it was so much other stuff to try that I did not stick with it. So we're gonna use this bronzer today. Oh, it's very pigmented. Do you see that? It's very, very pigmented. Looking for some new brushes that will take the place of what I have now, but I love the brushes that I have now. Like, they really give me everything that I need. But I'm saying, like, I know that they have to have some brushes that are better because you have these brushes that cost so much more money. I have a mixture. Like, I have some real expensive. I got the La Mer, I have the Tom Ford powder brush, but they're not brushes that I reach for. I think most of them, those two are actually still in the box. But I'm looking for something, you know, that does eyes really, really well. Because if you have small eyes, then you need smaller brushes. I probably should have put some cream bronzer on, but this one is like a mixture of powder and kind of like a creaminess too, so that's why I didn't do it. I love this color bronzer. I think it's pretty and it blends in so nicely. I love that. This color is the 05, the Soft Radiance Powder Bronzer by Glowish. I'm going to try this One Size palette right here. This is the Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in the color Rich Beige. So we're gonna try this, and hopefully we don't have 0 for 3 when it comes to One Size, because I'm not impressed with what I've tried today. Okay, this brush right here is a Morphe E63 brush. I'm gonna try it on this blush. Okay, wait a minute now. That's a nice blush, but I think that this brush may be a little too dense. Let me try this. I love the color. The color is gorgeous. I love that. Now they have a cream. I should have probably put the cream on the bottom. This blush is very, very pretty. And even with the cream on top of it, I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to try the shimmer shade now and see how that works. We're gonna try this brush right here. This is the Morphe something MV111. Nice. It's like they all really complement each other really nicely. The bottom color is called Coin Me Up. The middle color, which is the powder blush, is called Blush Deposit, and the top color, which was the cream, is called Beyond Fab. And it has a little plastic to keep the debris from getting in the cream and making it gooky. Okay, so I think this is pretty, but I still feel like I need, I don't know, something to brighten up the face. I think it looks nice, but I'm not in love. I feel like I need something more. I'm gonna try one of the Hourglass powders, which is, we're gonna try this one, I think. The Tiger palette. We're gonna try the Tiger palette. And we're gonna go into this gold right here and put it here. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it needed something to bring some life to the face. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Now that's much better. Much better. I'm gonna put a little inner corner highlight in here. I'm gonna go into this color Nova, this one right here. I'm thinking that I could go into the bronzer a little bit more, I'm gonna spray. This is the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray. I'm gonna dry my face and then do the lips, then do my hair, and then come back and give you my thoughts on what we have here, this makeup that we use today. Okay, so this is the Haus Labs Deep Cocoa Matte Lip. Well, it's a eyeliner, but I'm gonna use it as a lip liner because I like the color. I like the formula. This formula is so smooth. So this is the Haus Labs. I went and got a few more of the pencils. I have this one in the color Peach Matte, number 852. I love her component. I think it's so cute. It looks like a pen. We're gonna put this on. Do you see how pigmented it is? These pencils retail for $22, but it's worth every cent. I purchased the Power Matte by NARS, and I wasn't impressed with this one. I like that you get color payoff with just one swipe. Now I'm going in with more than one swipe because my lips are dark, but I love the way this looks. And I think it's supposed to be like a long wearing formula. This is like the perfect color lip for what we have going on. The Le Monster Lip Crayon Lipstick. It got 4.5 stars. It comes in 13 colors. Vegan, hydrating, matte finish. They have them in shimmer as well. It is a clean, comfortable lipstick that wraps lips in full coverage, high pigment and is long wearing, and you can use it as a lipstick or a lip liner. And it has hyaluronic filling spheres that naturally plump and firm the look of lips and provide comfort and long lasting hydration, ceramides that enhance moisture barrier, and mango seed oil that moisturize and nourish. It feels very, very moisturizing on the lips. Okay, I'm gonna go and do my hair real fast, and I will be right back to give you my thoughts on these products. If you are still watching the video at this time, please give the video a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are about what we're doing so far. Okay guys, I'm back. This is the hair. I still think I need a little something to light up the lips. That was my Fair Rose concealer by e.l.f. I'm gonna put a little bit of gloss on it, then I'm gonna go over what my thoughts are. This is the NYX, this is Milky Lip Gloss. I should have plucked this wig because I don't like the way it's looking. Okay, I had to do something else with this hair because I didn't pluck it and it was looking very wiggy in the front. So we're gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna start over. I use this Glowish by Huda Beauty Blur Jam silicone free smoothing primer. This is a wonderful, wonderful primer. If you look at my skin and see how beautifully smooth it looks, this really helps just smooth out the textured areas in my face, as well as keep the cheek area smooth, so when I applied other products on it, it didn't allow for them to show my texture. So this is a really, really good primer. I purchased 2 of these during the sale. If you didn't get one, you need to go out and get one. Maybe Black Friday if Sephora does something. But this is a very, very nice primer. I use this Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation, broad spectrum, SPF 25 in the color WN122 Clove. I think the color was a little bit light, but the foundation is beautiful. It blended in very nicely on the skin, and I was able to manipulate the color with bronzer and different products, but I think it looks wonderful. I think it looks great on the skin. It's a very matte foundation, and I really like it. I would definitely recommend it. It's a beautiful foundation. Look how smooth the skin looks. Okay, then I went in with this Onesize concealer. I used it in 2 colors. I really thought that I liked this Onesize concealer, but I used it in my last video before this, and I used it in this video, and I don't like the fact that it keeps making my under eye look very textured, like very, I don't know, it looks like I have a web or something under there. Like, it just brings so much texture to my eyes. So I'm gonna pass on these. This was not my first impression of them, but I kept using them because I was trying to figure out if it was the concealer or if it was the other products that I used. So I tried this about 3 or 4 different times, and the same thing kept happening. So it's definitely a no-go for me when it came to this Onesize concealer. I really wanted to like it. Like, I thought I liked it. I had this color originally. I ran out and I got this one, and yeah, they're not for me. They don't work well under my eyes. I don't know where this texture is coming from, but it's making it look very dry under my eyes, and I'm not happy with it. Same thing with his powder. I received this Onesize powder in BoxyCharm, right? This was in the color Deep Dark. It was beautiful on the skin. I was like, oh, I like this. I'm gonna get the translucent one. Well, I did not realize that you could not mix that with water. You know how when you use your beauty sponge and you dip it in there, it kind of like, I want to say the word is coagulate, but it like bunches up, and it looks like you're baking something with flour. You know how when you put water in flour? Yeah, so it does that. And when you read the box, it says you can use it with a brush or with a puff, but it doesn't recommend a sponge. So if you're going to use the powder, because I really do like his powder. I think that the powder looks nice on the skin. Like, it looks really nice on the skin. It's just not good for under your eyes, not in my opinion. And I don't know if it's because of the concealer, but I don't recommend his powder for under your eyes. I know that you're supposed to be able to bake with it, but just not add water. Like, you can't use a damp sponge, but so far I'm not impressed. So I definitely am going to try the powder because I love the brightness that this translucent powder gives. I'm not really sold on it. And his pressed powder is a foundation powder. I don't like it at all. It's definitely not good for under your eyes. I mean, it looks nice on the face. It's not something that I would purchase again. So I'm probably going to use it, and I probably will not purchase it again. I don't know if it's me. I'm going to continue to use it to see if it's something that I'm doing you know, because every product doesn't work the same. So maybe it's something that I'm doing that it's not doing what I need to do, but I'm not happy with it. I have this Glowish by Huda Beauty bronzer on my face. I purchased it when it first came out, and I used it in, I think, maybe one, maybe two other videos, but I wanted to pull it out again because I really did like this, and I love the way it looks on my skin today. I think it looks beautiful. This is definitely something that I'm going to continue to use because I do like the finish of it. It gave just enough color. It looks beautiful. The cheeks are popping. I love it. I used translucent powder, and I have it in both colors, deep dark and the translucent. I'm definitely not happy with that. I sprayed with this Porefessional Supersetter setting spray. It's a long-lasting makeup setting spray, and it also helps control oil. It helps to minimize pores, and I would definitely say that it did that. When I finished with the look, I used the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. They both work very well together. The face has a very, very matte kind of look to it, but I think it looks beautiful. I think the makeup looks gorgeous. I use this Tiger palette, just the gold color, like the gold reflex that you see in my cheek area and on my nose. I use this bottom color right here. I'm in love with this palette. I only tried that one color so far, and I love Hourglass's powders. I just think their formula is beautiful. Like it's no other formula like Hourglass's formula, and I really love it. This beautiful palette, this Anastasia Rose Metal palette, I think is a very gorgeous palette. I think the colors are very nice. In order for me to get some real depth in my eye area to make it like stand out a little bit, I had to mix these two colors, and then it became dark enough. So I think the eyes look very pretty. I think the colors are very nice. I definitely can't wait to, you know, use this palette again, because I'm sure that there's so many other looks that I can do with this palette. The formula is very nice. The color payoff is good. So I'm really happy with this palette. It's not one of my favorite palettes, but it's definitely something that I would use. So I like that. I'm not going in any order. I'm just picking up stuff that's in front of me. So then I use this Onesize Rich Beige Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio, and I love the colors. I use all three of the colors. I use the highlighting blush, I use the powder blush, and I also use the cream blush, and that is what is on my cheeks, as well as the gold color that I just showed you. But I think it looks very nice. The color is very pretty. It's wonderful for a person with a complexion like mine's, or maybe even a little bit deeper or a little bit lighter. It just is a very nice kind of rose tone look. So it was perfect for what we have going on right now. I love it. This is a really nice palette. I like his blushes. It's his powders that I'm just not trying to get the grasp of it. So I used quite a bit of Haus Labs products. I used the first one in a waterline, which was like a brown shimmer, and it was nice, but I just like a little bit of brightness to my face. Because of my complexion, I like to pop as much as I can. I like to bring out whatever dimension that I can. So I like these Haus Labs pencils. They're very nice. I have one on my lips. I have this beautiful peach matte lip crayon from Haus Labs. I love their lip products. Like, this is really, really good. And I have it in another color. I purchased two other colors besides the first one that I used, but it's a really nice formula. It's just that this look called for something a little bit brighter, so I kind of like tried to mix it in a little bit. I love it though. It gives good color payoff. It feels nice on the lips, and it lasts long. So it's a really good product. And I use this brow wig on my brows, as well as the pencil. So here it is. I have the Superfine Brow Detailer. This is the smaller version of the pomade in a pen, and I love it. First of all, I love the color. I love the color payoff. I love the fact that it's smudge resistant. I think it's a really nice pencil, and I will definitely continue to buy it. It's not the micro point, but I like the fact that this is a smaller version of the other one, and you can be very precise with it. So I really do like this makeup, guys. I hope that you like it. If you're still here and you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And if you are not finished looking at this face, I'm gonna connect some other videos. I'm gonna link some other videos on the screen so you can click on them and watch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all my new subscribers. We're getting close to 500, and I know I said at 400 I was going to show you what I have for the giveaway. It's coming in the next video. I just have to get everything together. So in the next video, you will definitely see what is in the goodie basket that I have for you guys. Once we hit 500, I'll be giving out the rules, but I'm going to show you what I will be giving away at 500 because it's coming up fast, guys. If you guys keep subscribing and sharing and watching, we're gonna be there soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this makeup, if you have any of it, if you're gonna purchase any of it. What do you think of the hair? I think it looks kind of sexy. Like, I like this little piece in the front. All my wigs I make myself. I'm gonna start adding hair into my look. It's just that this one I didn't pluck, so I had to do something different because it was looking real wiggy in the front. But I do like this little flip kind of comb over piece. It looks very nice. So I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think of this makeup, guys.